yourself, because I'm not making Yvonne host. She wants me to do
Yeah,
it.
I'm unmuted.
That's great. And now what I'm going to do, I just want to make sure my recording's still going. I'm going to share Yvonne's presentation. I've got draft there, but don't worry, we finished it, didn't we, Yvonne?
Yeah, hopefully.
We did. We finished. Oops, I don't know what happened there. My wee instructions, just slideshow from the beginning. And at the end, I'll give you an update from Michael and Vivamk. We'll just move the screen to make Yvonne a wee bit bigger. And right, Ivonne Meisel, one of Vivamk's top 10 retailers. I think last month or the month before you were the #1 retailer. Michael was calling me #1 today, so I don't know if you've hit the #1 in the last couple of months. But again, as you know, I've been bringing you the creme de la creme, people who are hitting that top 10, doing fantastic retail, over 10,000 since you started with Vivamk, and it's over to you, Ivonne Meisel.
Hello. So yeah, you're doing the slides, don't you, Lynn?
Yes, I'll just do the slides for you.
Great.
So I'll just bring them all out, but some of them will bring out one at a time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so my story is, so I joined Vivamk on the 25th of June last year as the first distributor of Vivamk. Around Vivamk, I work in my nanny job and my work as a German tutor at a German Saturday school. Before Vivamk, I was in another retail business, which called Clean Easy. I joined Clean Easy in 2010, and only for an extra income, as I not really had another plan with it. I was just looking for an extra income with Clean Easy. So I just delivered collected catalogs as well. So, but with Vivamk, it's all different. The extra income is still needed, but for long term, I want to build a business which is paying towards my future pension and having actually also better lifestyle. And yes, so having a better lifestyle. And I'm really excited with the whole future of Vivamk. We have great products that people really want. I mean, the retail tells it all. Quality of the products are fantastic, and the range keeps increasing, and the pay plan is just amazing. So I really love everything about Vivamk. So what I have achieved so far, I've achieved various things, maybe for myself, also in business. First, it was Vivamk Star 1000, that was the highest in the business plan so far. Top 10 personal retailers back in June, so just not last month, the month before, it's August now. I was the first distributor who joined Vivamk, and how I actually did that, I thought, okay, play a game. I like to go to Bryan Adams concert, so I set my mind up for pretending I'm purchasing a Bryan Adams concert ticket to be right in the front row. So it worked. So I had very fast fingers, and to make me to the first Vivamk distributor. Then I also did build a website for basically really first myself, and just so that I know I do understand the business, what Vivamk is, and just want to show my passion with it. So in the Google ranking, I achieved on a page one on Google. At some point, it was basically between HQ websites on the rank 2, which made me even more excited. I sponsored since the launch, so since last year, I sponsored so far 51 people into the business. So not everybody stayed, as we obviously all know, we all experienced that. But I just keep going and keep building it. Yeah, so what did I do to achieve the retail success? So in 2010, so that's obviously way back now, I had no customers. I started where everybody else started, even new people, nobody had customers, so did I. So I was blanket dropping catalogs to every house. That means every street in my local area. And I kept reminding myself on my reason why. Why did I join then the business Clean Easy? So I kept reminding myself. I acted as the best distributor. So I wanted to be the best really for everybody, just not for myself, but just want to show the people that I can be the best distributor, deliver deliver catalogs, collect catalogs, be very reliable, deliver the orders. I ignored really other books around me. So when other distributors drop the books, and I've seen them often as well around me, I'd still pushed my catalogs through the door. However, when people put a note inside the catalog, or basically told me sometimes in person, no, or I have already distributed, I accepted it, and crossed them off my list. Because I think when you understand that you should, or you should appreciate it really when people say it no, and I basically appreciate it because it saves me time, because I want basically build a relationship with customers so that they start to rely on me and they can reorder for me. But anyway, so all this did not stop me. I always kept reminding myself on the reason why. So I wanted the extra income. I needed the other extra income as well. So I was very being consistent and persistent. I delivered 1,000+ catalogs per week for over a year. So it wasn't a quick success. It took a long time and a lot of effort. I worked with 200 catalogs a day. So I dropped them in the morning, then collected everything the day after, or sometimes 2 days after, not longer. I didn't leave them out more than 48 hours. I collected all catalogs again, turned them immediately around when I collected them again, and kept the number always up at 200. So I'd really tried, because I know we all lose catalogs, but I kept my numbers up. So I had more catalogs always in my flat than I actually needed to. And I work on a full weekly rota basis. So depending obviously what you work to, but I work on a full weekly rota business. So I deliver to my customers, also blanket dropping every 4 weeks to the same area. I stick to my retail plan, always did, week by week. I do additional blanket drops with Vivamk already, done that. Also at the moment I do around 200 books a week, but my goal is to do it by 500 blanket drop every week. So it's a bit difficult to work it around my nanny job, but I always still do that at some point as well. So, because I have got my reason why again, so I want to do it and I'm going to do it at some point. I try to work smart when retailing. I also engage with customers. So I've been and always am chatty and always have a smile on my face when I speak to customers, or when I just basically see strangers in the street. I always say, well, just being friendly. Just say hello, how are you, when they ask me. I said, yeah, I'm well, how are you? And even when a blanket dropped and some angry man opens the door, had that as well. I'm always friendly, I'm always thankful, and I'm always wishing them a good day, even or a great week. Because sometimes people, especially those angry men, they don't like it, but I'm always happy and always think, well, I'm not getting down that level. I'm always still be friendly, even if they're grumpy to me. There's no need for me to be grumpy. And in the end of the day, we also don't know why some people are grumpy. They could just have a bad day, so we just don't know. So like I said, I always follow and stick to the retail system. I use a retail book or an exercise book. If you don't have a retail book, I use usually an exercise book when I do blanket dropping. I write down every house number I've been to and the street name. At collection, I always use the retail key and take notes in my retail book. We looked at the catalogs, who has not looked, who has ordered, who has not returned the catalogs. I returned for the collection at least 3 times. In some cases, especially when I do blanket drop with Vivamk, I've been back 4 times. Because Vivamk is obviously a brand new company. People don't really know what it is. They're testing again. Is this person coming back? It's a brand new company. So they're testing. Is one coming back? And reliable. So I always make sure I have enough retail slips with me. These are the sorry I missed your slips. Thank you for your order. I engage with customers on a regular basis using notes, flyers, and adding to the catalogs. You can see those flyers very soon. I have also created a customer blog as customer actually requested that from me. So when I told them in March that I've been recognized on stage, I said, "Oh, I want to see the photos." So I basically created a blog, showed them the photos, and from then and then I put newsletters up there as well. Maybe also some special offers, always those kind of flyers I'm gonna put up there. I also have offered customers a special loyalty code, I called it loyalty card, each time they order. So I kept thinking about this kind of card for a long time, but in February, I think it was, or March, I basically ordered them and offered them to my customers. So on every order, when I go back to my customers, I stamp the card. So that's basically on the 4th, and on the 8th, on the 10th order, I give them a little discount, maybe 5% or 10% on the orders. Not every customer kept their card though, so I received quite a few cards back that don't want to, so it's up to them obviously in the end. I mean, we know there are Tesco cards, there are Boots cards, there's so many cards around, and I myself don't have all the cards, so it's up to them. For me, it was basically like a thank you to my customers and also for engaging with customers. There is this example what I use for my customers. So it's quite brand, well, I basically brand myself as a Vivamk distributor as well. It's quite clear blue, and often customers put it on the fridge or they put it in a cupboard. So, and sometimes when I do my deliveries, they tell me if they forget where to put it, I should tell them. The funny thing is, so I tell them. And this way we engage quite well as well. And we've got always a funny joke. I always call it my new hobby when stamping the cards. So they really like it as well. And when they come to the discounts, they feel really rewarded as well and feel really special to maybe keep 30p or maybe more than £1. So it goes towards my business again as a business expense, I know, but for me, I think this shows also a great customer service to customers as well. So what I've also done, I engage with customers, leaving them a note and asking them for product suggestions. So since Viva started and they announced this email address with product suggestions, I think that is, at vivamk.com, I created a note and sticked it in every customer catalog. So with that, I was also hoping to build more trust in me, the company, and maybe future products to see them in the catalog. And also obviously to hopefully get more orders again, because they're starting to trust me and the company more. I created also various retail flyers to help with retail orders. Vivamk online site, that flyer, I actually got quite a few orders on that, which is just amazing. So those things or flyers, they work. So because it does show a picture, it's only a very short description on it with the price and the code. But I received a couple of orders on those, and yes, so it just helped. And then I also did the creepy crawlies. Don't know if anybody's seen those in the success I posted them to. They were the latest. So it's just like hoping to see that customers take note of that as well. I mean, we all see when we go to Lidl or Aldi or Tesco, there are all those little brochures, and I always look through as well, what do they have for offer? And if I see the special offer, even if it's in the shop, it's standing more out with the flyer. There is this creepy crawly flyers. So I picked on there 6 products, which is more standing out. So maybe Aldi or Lidl, don't know if I can mention those there, but those supermarkets gave me sort of the idea as well, to do that as well, whilst I actually was retailing. I engage with customers, leaving them a note. So I said that already with the product suggestions. Yeah, I don't know. I think we need, yeah. There is an example how to stick that in the catalog as well. So, and there is the Vivamk specials. I put on there as well while stock lasts, so people or the customers know the stock can go. So I don't really say we always have that. The stocks can go, so they have to order quick. So it does state on the website obviously as well, but it just gives another option and to buy more products. And on the right side is the there was the product suggestions where customers left the details, not the details. They were just leaving what they maybe requested. So I collected everything, put them all down in a big email and sent everything off to HQ. So I've done that several times with the loads of products in it, and I've got another list. So yeah, and there are the flyers. So these are just recruiting flyers and also creepy cruel flyers. So I just don't, I'm not like a person who's saying all this kind of bits. I also do take the action. So I want to try it. So I mean, when you don't try, you won't know. You will never find out. And so I've ordered them and use them mainly for blanket dropping. I've printed all of my custom bases at home for myself because I really want to get those flyers out. I've ordered 1,000 creepy crawlies flyers, which I'm going to add to the blanket dropping to hopefully the people we see what we've actually got. We've got the spider repellent. And so a perfect product at the moment. So my top tips, so that didn't end on the list anymore, but I've got a couple, oh yes, that's it. I've got a couple of tips. Be consistent and persistent with it. So just don't give up if you don't see any results straight away. Number 2 is always keep going. Focus on your reason why. So just remind yourself all the time why you've joined. So keep your activity up and high. So don't just do small numbers. Don't just do 100 books or 50 books a week. You can get results from it, but it would take you much, much longer rather than if you drop, like, let's say 200 catalogs a day or 150 catalogs a day. So I don't want to say drop it 200 catalogs each day because everybody has to see their own way about it, but you should really try to do a few hundred. We've always said that, and especially when you're blanket dropping. So I had bad days, meaning no orders when I started blanket dropping. I had average days, means I didn't pick up many catalogs. Maybe lots of catalogs were still at home, maybe due to an area where no distributor has been, or due to weather, you know, something like that, or not many orders. I maybe received orders, but not that many. And if you keep going and you keep your activity high, the results will show as you focus on your activities. So always just focus on what you actually do. So I put an example there together. So you might pick up 20 pounds on a Monday where you think it's not a lot, but then on a Tuesday you pick up maybe 60 pounds. On Wednesday, 50 pounds. On a Thursday, let's say 80 pounds, and on a Friday, 40 pounds. There might be just little amount of orders, but if you add this all up together, it's 250 pounds within 5 days. So it's achievable. So nobody, not even new distributors or already established distributors, need to have immediately 250, 500 pounds within 1 day. So, I mean, I personally just place an order, submit an order once a week, sometimes once or twice a week, but it's usually once a week. And when you've got 250 pounds value of orders within 5 days, so you could have 1,000 pounds of retail yourself. Number 3, be the best version of you. So for yourself, your customers in your area. So be the best, like what I said earlier. Show that you're best, you are reliable, trustworthy, and friendly, because people buy of people, we all know that, and people like people who they can trust and who they maybe can talk to and chat to as well. And have a retail plan. So I always found that sometimes, unfortunately, people just don't write a retail plan. They just keep going. and they don't actually know what they're doing. So write a retail plan, what you want to achieve, write how many catalogs you want to deliver. Write also on there when you want to deliver them. So, and just stick to it. So, and just do that really week by week. And then another good tip is, I mean, I've done that all the time, even in the clinic days, join and attend meetings or Zoom meetings, etc. So just to pick up maybe other ideas. Yeah, because the more you learn, the more you can grow and you get experienced, and the more you will earn. So yes, so that's from me. So yes, that's from me really.
Oh. Well done, Yvonne. Everybody, I'll just stop the share and I'll take everybody off mute for a minute, unmute, so we can give you a big round of applause. Thank you so much for that. Anybody got any questions? For